What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls Postgame. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. My crew, Big Dave Bow, BNWL Sports, Will to Go Golly, Will_Golly of our pal producer on the controls, Mr. Joseph Spathis.
Hey,
he's
Joey.
at Joey Spathis.
Joey,
we are CHGO_Bulls. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate everybody in the chat. What's up? We'll get to as many of y'all's comments on tonight's game as we can. Throw us some super chats if you feel so inclined. Bulls get the win over the Hornets, 117-110. Mm-hmm. At least we didn't need overtime this time.
Yeah.
At least we managed to sweep the lowly Hornets this season.
Correct.
I'm looking for silver linings right now. Not going to lie.
Winning is a silver lining.
Obviously, Coby White.
Yes.
Monster game. Great. Gross. That was a gross game. Gross.
Okay. I'd rather win. I'll take that over playing, because this is a team as ass as they are. We watched them still beat the Timberwolves. So this is a team you could definitely lose to. So we got out there and they got the victory. Coby White balled the hell out. Like, that's simply what it was. It was a reversal of what we're used to seeing from the Bulls, them coming out in the first half and actually going bonkers, and then by the second half, after eating that chicken parm at halftime, they come out in the second half and go to sleep. This time, they said, nope, we're vegan today. I did that for Matt. They're not going to eat that stuff at halftime, and they came out and they had a much better second half, and Coby was leading the way.
Yeah, season high, 35 points for him. He was outstanding, and you mentioned it, like, these teams, even though the Bulls are missing a lot of guys, like, they still have way more talent than what the Hornets tried out there tonight. I mean, no LaMelo Ball, no Mark Williams. It was basically Miles Bridges and PJ Washington shooting a ton of threes. But that's exactly what happens. Teams shoot a ton of threes when they are at a talent deficit, and they make a lot. They have a chance to win. So 16 of 46 for the Hornets.
God, they took 46 threes.
Yeah. Bridges 6 of 9.
But they outscored the Bulls from deep by 15 points, and that was enough to keep the game as close as it was. I mean, look, Matt's right. That game should not have been close. The Bulls went up early. They relinquished the lead late in the second quarter.
Down by 10.
They were down by 10. The Bulls kind of clawed back there. Coby had that 3-shot foul right at the buzzer that kind of got the game back in order.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was a close game for all intents and purposes, and it was in large part due to the fact that the Hornets were just drilling so many threes that they were taking until the fourth quarter, when the wheels just kind of fell off. But that's what happens when these teams shoot a lot of threes. They have a chance to, give themselves a chance to win on any given night. But, yeah, thanks to Coby, who played just out of his mind.
Yeah.
The 35 was a season high, 1 point shy of his career high, which is 36. Adding in 9 dimes, 7 boards, flirting with that triple-double territory. Shout out to Flipside in the comments who said, speaking of reversal, that contorted reverse layup with the English, man, the lefty finish he also had that was high off the glass, taking contact and the foul.
Vicious.
Coby White is consistently one of a very short list of things that's making me not want to hate my life a lot right now. Because that was an ugly game, and I'm fed up as a Bulls fan right now. That's no secret. But Coby White is clinging on to me and not letting me go to the dark place, because we saw him make so many special high difficulty plays tonight as a scorer and as a distributor.
43 minutes out there playing. I believe he was a plus 12. Am I right about that?
Oh, my God. He's playing so many minutes.
Yeah, he's playing a ton of minutes out there. And, again, this is an 8-man rotation for the Bulls tonight, as you mentioned, with all the injuries that they're dealing with. So somebody had to step up. Coming in on a back-to-back, and in that game yesterday, Coby, really wasn't cooking in that game. He was off, definitely off. And coming home, to where he is basically the greatest scorer in North Carolina basketball history, I'm sure he wanted to play well, in front of the home crowd. And he definitely did it in the second half when they truly, truly needed it. You mentioned, Will, that those 3 free throws at the end of the half, I thought that was the turning point because the Bulls were, again, trying to get back into the game after being down by 10. That was a huge play, honestly, because for them to go in by 5 the way they were playing, I thought that I don't know how they were going to come out looking in that second half, but Coby actually getting that and hitting all of them was just very, very key. I thought so.
I think the other thing is, like, the major storyline for me was 37 minutes for DeMar DeRozan, only 4 of 10 from the field for 15 points. Second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Yep.
after playing heavy minutes in both these games. Again, Demar, not to say he's like falling off the face of the earth because he's just turning 84 years old, but like he is getting a little bit older. He's not necessarily able to put up that kind of workload in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
When you're traveling, home travel, it's a tough ask. And so you need somebody else to really be that guy. And Coby is just.
I feel like for the most part this season, Bulls fans have shifted from year one of the Demar experience. Demar is our savior. All hail Demar, king of the fourth Demar. And then last season, his efficiency dropped a little bit, but he was still damn good. He still was an all-star, and the Bulls relied on him a lot, especially in clutch games, which the Bulls did not win as many of last season. And then this season, I feel like there's been a pretty strong shift as far as Bulls fans being willing to rely on DeMar that much. We saw it last night, and we were talking about it in postgame last night. The ISO DeMar plan not working with the trap defenses that Toronto was throwing at them. Even in spite of that, I think DeMar had 10 of the Bulls' 15 total fourth quarter points last night. But on a night like tonight, it's like, take your pick. Do you want to trash DeMar or complain about DeMar having a quiet night tonight and only taking 10 shots tonight? Or do you want to complain about DeMar taking too many shots?
Yeah, seriously. And yeah, like you said, this is the salve for it on the other side. Having Coby actually do these things, because Bulls fans are like, we're sick and tired of it. We're tired of him just being the only option out here. And when you're the only option, it makes it easier, obviously, for teams to attack you. So you saw the double teams that we saw yesterday. Today you saw the double team coming at Coby. And then you saw the ball actually start moving because they couldn't double team him and DeMar. It actually works. Like, wow. Ooh, this is good stuff. Not just one guy has it because he's cooking, actually switching it out like that. So, yeah, man, it worked out for them tonight, I would say.
I think the other thing on top of that, they were doubling DeMar late in games. They were throwing traps at him, but he was getting off the ball before the trap fully engaged. And so when you get the ball, you swing it to Coby as his defender is now moving away from him. Now you've got Coby playing 4-on-3, and I thought that's where the Bulls' ball movement was really good. They had a couple of plays where Coby would get it and drive or get it to Vooch in the middle of the floor, swing. There was one that was like went all the way back around to Coby, kicked it back to the corner to Io, who kicked it back to Coby, and then he drove. I just thought the ball movement was a lot better than it was last night. And I will say this, and I've said it before, a lot of times in these situations, the game is going to slow down. The ball movement is not going to necessarily be there. Coby has said that to me. That's just not something that can always happen in these kind of crunch time scenarios, but you have to credit the Bulls for the way that they moved the ball. I think in that fourth quarter, they were up by 10, for the last couple minutes of the game. It never really felt that close, but in those situations, it really does get easy to just give the ball to DeMar and let him do everything for you, like Matt was saying. And I don't think they kind of fell back on that. I think they tried to try some new things tonight, and it resulted in Coby scoring, the ball moving, playing through Vooch a little bit more, and it just felt like a lot cleaner basketball.
Yes, very clean. And I like the fact that this time when the double team came, as opposed to yesterday, it was somebody in the backcourt with DeMar. Usually it was just DeMar by himself, top of the key, and then the double team would show up. Then he's got to toss it over somebody, and that's when the turnovers were occurring. This time, like you said, he was getting it out of his hands in the backcourt to Coby White, and then when it would collapse on him, you saw the ball movement looking just better, as you said.
And there's difference between getting trapped by Leaky Black and Nick Smith
shout out Leaky Black, son.
Scotty Barnes and Thaddeus Young, but I thought they did execute that much better tonight.
Ant in the comments said, I find it funny now the talk is DeMar is horrible. He's been carrying us for a couple of years. How about we start talking about the others stepping up? And that's obviously the other, I can gripe and sit here and say, wow, that was an ugly game. The Bulls are very shorthanded.
8 players, bro. That was it.
As much as we might want to see more from Patrick when he has played this season, as much as we are excited about getting to see more minutes from Julian Phillips or Dalen Terry before he got hurt, it's like they had Julian Phillips and Terry Taylor out there getting first quarter minutes tonight.
Yeah.
They brought up Bateem and Sanogo from Windy City tonight just in case. This team is strapped right now.
Yeah.
So when you are in a position like that and you're on the road playing the second night of a back-to-back, it's like you have to rely on your guys.
Yeah.
I don't love that meant 43 minutes for Coby White tonight.
Yeah.
But it is wonderful that tonight Coby was like, y'all, DeMar's old and tired. Get on my back.
Yeah.
That's what Bulls fans have been clamoring for all season long. As soon as we saw Coby make that ascension when he caught fire in December, Bulls fans have been saying since then, let Coby do more.
Yeah.
And tonight, when you just need to grind out a not pretty win on the road against a team that you should beat, Coby White is turning into a kind of player who you could just say, yo, man, Coby, we don't have it tonight. Help. And he's like, cool, I got this.
And I love that he is contributing in every single quarter doing something. So it's not just the scoring. You know, obviously it was huge because it had to carry the team, as you just mentioned. But it was also the rebounding. It was also the assists. I mean, some awesome passes he was making out there. And then getting the ball and just the fact that he's just willing to get in there and fight, you know what I mean, amongst the trees to get these rebounds and start the break for the team just says a lot about him, man. And just how he's played this year. Like, I mentioned you over there. Like, I have, right now, for me, he's most improved player. Like, I have to see the list of other guys, but the people I've heard, I don't see how it's not him right now. I just really don't. I don't see it. He's done every single thing to improve his game, and not just improve it by leaps and bounds improvement, not just in your points, but in your actual entire game. You know, from a guy that people were saying shouldn't start to a dude that is 35-7-9 and leading your team to victory. And it's not his first time doing it. Like, he's just been absolutely incredible, man. And we got a shirt for him. Like, we gave him a shirt. That's the ultimate stamp right there. Like, you a CHGO shirt.
The Sub-Zero hero.
Right.
Sub-Zero.
Grab that new Sub-Zero tee, y'all.
You saw it with the King in the fourth. You know, he was cooking him. We got him. But now it's Coby. He's now immortalized on a dope-ass shirt. So, yeah, he's just been amazing. I hope it continues. I hope it leads to him getting into the All-Star weekend, not as in the All-Star, but just a participant in something that they're doing, skills competition, whatever, three-point competition, whatever. I just want to see him out there, man. But Coby has been just simply outstanding.
Dave, really quick, one thing, and then I'll let you guys take it. But
yes, sir.
I just was curious about your thoughts on and the sound's gone. We forgot to do the Bulls win sound, but it's not loading. Bulls win. I will load it up.
You know what? They didn't deserve it tonight.
They didn't deserve it tonight is what he said because they won. They didn't win. I wanted them to win, so they don't deserve it tonight.
Yeah.
Bulls win.
I'm just looking here to your
sound just
point.
like that guy.
People talking about Coby
Incredible.
in that most improved award conversation, Dave.
Yeah.
As of right now, Maxey is leading those odds at minus 200.
I just don't see
That's
it.
like shoe-in favorite kind of odds.
I guess it's because Maxey was cold last year. Like, that's how I look at it. And it reminds me when John Morant won it.
Right.
That's what it reminds me
The
of.
other thing is, like, Maxey has stepped into from like the third player role into the second player.
He's Robin to Embiid's Batman now,
And he's
instead
doing
of
it
Harden.
on the third best team in the
He's not
conference.
Alfred. He's
that
Robin.
part I feel. That part. The other part, that's what Coby did. He stepped into it.
Yeah.
That wasn't his role. He stepped right into that shit.
Şengün is at plus 280 for most improved right now. Scotty Barnes and Coby are tied for third best odds at plus 1,400.
With Scotty Barnes? Nah.
I mean, he's
So-
right there. I don't think you can make an argument that he's not right there. I feel like Maxey will probably be like the favorite from like the national narrative just because of the team success.
Yes.
Joey knows I love Alpi Şengün. Scotty Barnes has been great, but their team is kind of a disaster. Even though they just beat the Bulls, I don't know if I can actually say that on our show right now. But yeah, I mean he's right there. I don't think putting money on that bet is like out of line.
It's not bad money.
Gabriel in the comments saying Maxey probably gets it because the Sixers have more media attention. That is certainly accurate.
Yeah, and wins.
Coby White, Bullseye Insight. Coby White, CW. Caleb Williams, CW. Coincidence? I mean, it doesn't mean anything right now. Caleb Williams is not yet a Chicago Bear.
Coincidence.
Rob saying Kobe's got to be most improved player so far. What are the betting odds? There they were. Maxey still with the commanding lead on those odds. We'll see. We still have almost a full half a season to go.
We got time.
On where they go from here. But I mean, nights like tonight, and again, the media attention thing I think is key.
Yeah,
the Bulls have had what 3 nationally televised games this season,
something like that.
But those of us who are sitting and looking for things to enjoy as Bulls fans this season, as they march towards another play-in tournament appearance, like Coby White is fun to watch every night.
Yeah,
and it's not just looking for something; it's he's really good.
Yeah,
like he's really good.
Yeah, it's not just a feel-good, like he's playing well this year kind of thing. It's like oh shit, he can play. That's what that is, man. Shout out Coby White.
I mean, and I feel like this won't be the last of these kind of games we see from Coby down the stretch of the season, where he's putting up 30 and also flirting with double-digit assists.
Yes,
because they're putting more on his plate. And maybe
Triple
that
doubles
changes if and when the Bulls actually get healthy. But honestly, I don't care if they get healthy because I would prefer to just watch Coby ball out for 30-something more games. That's where I am right now as a Bulls fan. Let Coby go play. What were you?
And Julian Phillips, too.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
My sweet special boy.
Yes.
How did you phrase it when we were watching earlier tonight, Dave?
What did I say?
Make the right play or
make the white play.
Yeah.
Don't make the right play. Make the white play. That means do it for yourself, Coby White. Sometimes I see him out there making the right plays. You know, sometimes you make the right play. It's why we get on LeBron, you know what I'm saying, through his career. Because he makes the right play, but sometimes you just want him to know, forget the right play. Just do LeBron stuff and be great. You know, don't pass it to Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? Take the ball and go do it. So I get he's making the right plays, but sometimes I just want him to make the white play. The Coby White play, pull it from 27 feet. Pull that joint, you know what I mean? And shoot that ball. Put it on the floor, get to the bucket on 3 people, and get you the and one. You know, that's what puts you on the national attention, and that's what helps the team get that energy as well. You saw when he got that and one, everybody came flying off the bench to come help him up, including Batum, shout out Batum, to come help him get up, man. Like, those are the things that just get your team excited and be like, okay, we're going to play. Yeah, we're going to ride with you, Coby White. We believe in you. So, yeah, man, keep making those kind of plays, Coby. I like it. I like it a lot.
Owner Batum is sitting on the bus back from Hoffman Estates every night watching our postgame show?
I hope so.
That'd be pretty cool.
Shout out to him, man. We want to see you play. We want to see
always
you
welcome on the show.
Always.
Yes, you are.
French Bulls TV say clearly Kobe's been a joy to watch all season long. He certainly has. Daryl Ashwood saying all the Ringer guys are on board. Simmons talks about Coby all the time now. That's news to me because I don't listen to Simmons regularly because, you know, I don't hate myself that much.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's not a jinx because usually when Bill Simmons has an NBA take, it doesn't age well.
I do enjoy the occasional pop into the Bill Simmons podcast and just hearing him like rattle off some insane takes. And then like whoever's guesting just like kind of pulling him back to reality a little bit.
1988 Michael Jordan or Jason Tatum.
You know, I think I'm taking Tatum. I think I'm taking Tatum, man.
Let's take our first break. We'll come back, keep talking about tonight's game or whatever else is on your mind, Bulls Nation.
Sixth best team in the East. Fight me.
Yeah. It's the sixth in the East, Bill Simmons says.
Let's go.
They aren't moving past ninth. Hit that like button
healthy,
while
Bulls.
we're sharing words from our friends and sponsors. Throw us a super chat if you feel generous this evening. And we will roll right along. Tonight's postgame brought to you by Empire Today. And you know we will hear from this guy right here about Goon of the Night's winner. Brought to you also by Empire Today. Empire Today, you get shop at home convenience, the right product for your needs, quick and professional installation, and a low price guarantee. Empire Today is the very best place to get new flooring. I know this. Y'all know this. Everybody knows this. So, of course, they have competitors that try to copycat what Empire does, but they don't do anything as well. They can't beat Empire on quality or speed or service. So all they can do is advertise crap flooring products at basement prices. And it's honestly flooring that Empire won't put in their home, so they're not going to tell you to put it in yours. They won't even carry it in their inventory of selections. They also have a wonderful feature called the Virtual Floor Designer. Great way to see how different flooring options look in different spaces in your home. Living room, dining room, family room, bedroom. Just take a picture, swipe left and right to see the different flooring options so you can see how it looks with the decor of your home. Empire also services all of their own warranties. If anything happens to arise, just call Empire. They will come and take care of it. No third-party manufacturers. Schedule a free and home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 discount when you use that promo code CHGO. Restrictions apply. See EmpireToday.com/CHGO for details. 588-2300 Dave.
Today.
Oh.
That's right. Go say it. I got the link.
Let's go.
Floors, no matter what.
Let's go.
You
want to just take the next one, Will?
I think it's game time. Hoops.
Hey, no, you can't give all that energy in there. Yeah, it's game time.
It's
You know,
game time,
I
Hoops.
think it might be game time. I think I'm taking Tatum.
Oh my God. Game Time, the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events nearest you. And right now, all users, and I said all users, get $100 off when they buy the big game ticket with the code Vegas100. They've got those deals.
Every time you do that, I feel like you're going to give yourself an aneurysm.
No, I feel good. Bro, I felt that. I would never do it
Your
again.
face getting all red and
I would-
holding your breath.
I would never do it again if I felt that happening, man. Those killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their best price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying those tickets. Game Time has deals on tickets right after the start of the event, and even an hour after it starts. It is not the place to find last-minute seats. No. It is the place to find last-minute seats. Find exclusive flash deals and sponsored deals on tickets for football, basketball, hockey, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and much, much more. And with Zone Deals, you pick the section, Game Time does the selecting, so you can have, drumroll Matt Pack, big time savings. The Game Time guarantee means you will always get the best price. So why don't you take the guesswork out of buying those tickets and go ahead and ride with Game Time right now? And I mean right now. All Game Time users get $100 off a big game ticket with the code Vegas100. Terms apply. Just download the Game Time app. Use the code Vegas100. That's VEGAS100
Hey,
for $100 off a big game ticket. Or if you're not going to the game, why don't you use the code CHGO and get your wonderful self $20 off your first purchase for a later time. You can do those things. 2 for $1 out here. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Because Matt Pat, ask Joey Spencer, what time is it?
Get up! Oh!
Yeah, right.
It was not
Fake out.
that was not a fake pass. That was a pass and then take the ball out of your hands and pass it to Joey.
that was a Javon Carter pass.
That was a Javon.
That's a Javon Carter pass.
Shout out to our guy, Shirtless Wonder, who I saw hanging out in the comments, who said, hit that like button one last time in January for the best local Bulls coverage around. Appreciate you, Kev.
sir.
That is true. We made it to the end of January, guys.
You made
Tomorrow
it.
is February 1st.
Congratulations.
For all of you who are doing dry January, congratulations. Welcome back. It's holding down the fort for y'all.
Yes, he was. So kind.
Also, before we moved on, I did want to make note of the newest CHGO diehards. Speaking of the dopest Chicago sports fans, who signed up yesterday or today: Jack, Rob, Albert, Mark, Brock, Bradley, Michael, Jeremiah, and Ryan. Welcome to the CHGO diehard fam. The newest list of coolest cool people in the world of Chicago sports fandom.
Yeah.
We mentioned it in pregame in case you missed it. We had over 100 new diehard signups just in this month of January.
Amazing.
Bro, that's crazy. That's so love, bro.
That is so love, Coby.
Yes, it was.
Man,
That's some cool stuff.
that one will always make my heart warm. Coby White's draft night podium press
Yeah, It was
conference.
cool stuff, man. And then the interview after, his first ever with anybody.
Dumb. Dumb.
It was us.
And it wasn't about
That is a flex.
It wasn't about him getting drafted 7th. It was about his buddy Cam Johnson,
Yep, sure
going
was.
way higher than everyone had projected him to go.
And that's who Coby is, man. And he continued to show that's the kind of person that
Yeah,
he is.
we had that Brooklyn game on the side TV tonight. You saw Cam Johnson.
Yep.
Like, oof, man, would love him in a Bulls jersey.
Cam Johnson.
Would absolutely love him.
Dude, every time you say the names like that, I think of Yes Man. When Zoe Deschanel's character is shouting at everybody in the audience and calling him by name, that's literally what goes in my head. Jack, baby, son, who are you? Every time.
Not your late night booty call.
Oh man, that joint's a jam. Don't call me past 11 p.m.
Won't happen again.
No, maybe call me at 10:59.
Such a just good enough that it's watchable, underappreciated Carrie movie.
Facts.
Want to get a Red Bull? We get a Red Bull. Had a lot of Red Bull.
Get a Red Bull. Red Bull.
So, I saw somebody mentioning earlier in the comments the Javon Carter night we had tonight. Speaking of the Bulls bench being shorthanded, even as shorthanded as the Bulls bench is right now, without Zach, without Torrey, without Pat, without Dalen, Javon Carter played 7 minutes. And impressively, in those 7 minutes, managed to be a -12. on the floor.
He had a sequence at the end of maybe the first or second quarter.
Oh.
No, it was the end of the first quarter. Yeah. Where he
Jeebus take the wheel.
He had a pretty bad turnover and then let Ish Smith walk the dog and pull up for three
Yes, he did.
to beat the buzzer. And did he play after that? He must have.
Maybe another short stint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like he does not have the trust of Billy Donovan right now. And it's kind of hard to blame him the way that he's playing. But I will say this, like, we talked about the depth situation right now. Terry Taylor played 20 minutes. Julian Phillip played 11. Drummond 15. Carter 7. I mean, that's it. That's the bench.
Yeah.
And
it's the depth issue and also compiling with that, the size issue that the Bulls are having.
exactly. I mean, you do have
And
to
Javon
look for
Carter does not help you. He hurts you in that regard.
Especially
when
not
you have
scoring.
to compensate for no Patrick, no Torrey, no Zach, no Dalen. What you have to do is put like more guards into the lineup and push Demar and Caruso up to the 4.
Right.
And so now you're going to put Coby and Javon, and Ayo out there together. It gets a little bit small. So I don't blame him. But Torrey Craig coming back.
Please.
Coming back.
It's got to
Hopefully
be
soon.
Saturday, man. Because I think you can get away with what you're saying against teams like Charlotte. Like, they tried to get away with it yesterday against the Raptors, and, you're just too small for that. So, and like you mentioned with Javon, especially when you're not scoring, you're in there to score, and play some defense. And he hasn't been doing any of that on a consistent basis this season, man. Started off a little hot, and then, just been completely cool. So, yeah, that's going to hurt you against these teams, and you'll see it definitely be hurt. If Torrey Craig is not out there Saturday, oh, man, that's going to be tough, bro.
Daryl in the comments said Javon's confidence is shot. He pump fakes before every single shot. Now, I think we touched on that in a recent episode where it looked like earlier this season, just like he's going up. Mm-hmm. He's Blakeney 2.0. He's going up. And now you see him second-guessing himself a lot. Also, Alexander in the comments said, if you guys started emanating more positive vibes in Javon Carter's direction, maybe he would play better.
Bro, that's all I do. What are you saying?
This man has a Chicago Bulls embroidered or whatever, embossed business card. The official positive energy, whatever, positive
Affirmations.
Positive affirmation liaison.
There you go.
Pal.
Right
Which
there, baby.
started with
He is
Patrick
the
Williams.
Chicago Bulls pal.
Yes.
Started with Patrick
I'm
Williams, but
everyone's pal.
I
I'm your
feel
pal.
like
Yes.
you could probably also just be on retainer for any number of Bulls players.
Absolutely right. I will heap tons and tons of positive affirmations your way.
And really
Please
anyone, if
know
you're-
that I won't lie. But please understand that I do tell the truth, all right? This ain't positivity based on bull. Like, this is just, I'm being honest with you in these things. But yes, he will get my love and positive affirmation. I said over there while we were talking that I felt sorry for him because I'm like, dude, he really wants to be here. Like, he really wanted to be a Chicago Bull. We talked about it with him, just how much it meant for him to put on that jersey. And it has to suck that you're playing like this for the team that you truly wanted to play with. He talked about when the Bulls' name came up to his agent, he was like, yes, immediately. That's it. I'm going to go play for the Bulls. So I just feel bad for him. I do. And I want him to play better. Obviously, him playing better means the Bulls win more games because you got another scorer out there on your team. But he just hasn't been. And sadly, it's been consistent that he hasn't been. So that's why he's getting 7 minutes in games like this against Charlotte. But, man, it's got to turn over for him sometime. I just really hope it does because I just know that he wants to be a Chicago Bull. I just wanted to kick in for him, bro. I do. It sucks. It sucks for him.
Colin in the comments said Javon Carter can grab $6 million worth of pine. Sorry.
Hey, man, he's been playing that way. I'm not mad at anybody who's out on him. You know what I'm saying?
Paul Williams saying in the comments saying what Javon has said himself this season, which is he needs time. I mean, it's just I don't know if it's too far gone at this point, but all signs point to Billy relegating him behind everyone in the rotation, and then including when guys get bumped into the rotation who weren't in it because Billy's dealing with multiple injuries to multiple players.
Do you think that Billy is okay? So
The worst coach in the league, the worst coach basketball's ever seen.
Put the poll up, Joey.
He's terrible.
Put the poll up.
Coby White played 43 minutes tonight. He is averaging 36 minutes per game, which is not too much, but I would venture to guess that over the last month or two, it's been a lot higher than that.
Okay.
obviously they needed every minute and every point from Coby tonight, but like, are we at all worried about the workload that he's under right now? And like, I mean, if we're talking about Javon, obviously he's got to earn the trust to be out there. Yeah. But like at the same time, Billy can't like play Coby 43, 44, 48 minutes a night. Like, how do you think he needs to do a better job balancing that?
I'm not worried about the workload yet with Coby White. I'm watching how he's using his minutes while he's out there playing those long minutes. There's sometimes that I forget that he's on the floor, and I mean that positively, because I'm not seeing him just overexert himself to do certain things. I feel like he plays within himself now on the offense and the defensive end. I think he's learning how, from guys like Demar and guys like Caruso, when to take a break on the floor, when to get you a little rest, when to get you a little breather. I haven't concerned myself with that yet. It's going to be one, yes, for sure, because that's just a ton of minutes. It's
43 minutes tonight, 35 last night against the Raptors, 41-40 against Portland, 42-54 against the Lakers, and 40-49 against the Suns. I mean, that's just the last 5 games.
And I'll tell you the other part. Oh my God! And the other part of that is watching him be. He knows when to be the point guard. He knows when to distribute and allow other guys to get off and do their thing. That's also rest, you know what I mean, for him on the other end. When he's setting up the offense but just swinging the ball, you saw when he did the Vooch. Like, he had an open 3 and then still swung at the Vooch to allow him to shoot that shot. So that just plays to his IQ, you know what I mean, because we watch great players do it all the time. Luka immediately comes to mind. He plays a ton of minutes, but he rests on that floor. You see it, and because he gets everybody the ball. He
plays one pace.
Correct. Yes. And Coby has really slowed himself down. He's not going 1-on-4s anymore. It's just attacking. The Io does that more so than Coby does that now. But, yeah, I like that Coby is finding just little spots and reserves on the floor to get him some rest, because I've yet to see him just be gassed, out of breath or something like that. Maybe his game will show it because his shots might be short or something.
I would say last night he just looked a little bit sluggish.
Yeah. Like showing it
every once in a while, he has a game where it's like, just Coby looks like it doesn't quite have it tonight.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like,
right.
Falling over.
Okay, here's a sequence of comments that I really love, and I agree with to a point. Garcon saying in the comments, I'm not really worried about Coby's minutes. He's 22 or 23. The guy I'm worried about is Demar. Got to cut back his workload. Yikes. Fish saying Coby's young, he'll be fine. Rob saying no, Coby should have the highest workload on this team. He's taking his game to the next level.
He's balling.
And look, I know that I winced as I realized that Coby played 43 minutes earlier tonight. And I know you and I have had issues with Billy leaving Coby in late in games when the game is in hand. There is part of me, devil's advocate, and I do truly believe it, and I'm in agreement with those comments. Like, am I worried about preserving Coby for the playoffs? No, because this team ain't going. Let Coby ball out and continue getting to be greater and higher levels of awesome. He's young, knock on wood, he's healthy. Let him play. As much as Coby wants to play, let him play. And we heard, I think it was maybe a sideline report from Casey Johnson in one of their games recently, when he was talking to Coby about all these minutes he's playing. Mm-hmm. And Coby said, are you kidding me? I was scraping and fighting for minutes for the first 4 years of my career.
That's true.
I'm never going to complain about too many minutes.
Yeah.
So if that's how Coby feels, I'll play as many minutes as you want me to play, coach. Mm-hmm. And Bulls fans are all loving watching Coby White this season on a short list of things we're happy and excited about. Mm-hmm. Let him play. Let him get better.
Your stars play. That's what it is. And Coby White is a star right now. He's turned himself into one. He's got to be out there on the floor. And he's running the offense for you too, man. Like, he's so integral to what the Bulls are doing offensively. And as someone mentioned in the comments, and something I've talked about a lot, defensively, like, he is really just so much better at keeping his man in front of him and using his body the right way. You haven't seen him take as many charges as of late. He was up there. His number was up there for a little bit to start the season, but you haven't seen it as of late, him just doing that. I think he's more selective at that as well. So, yeah, like, it's just watching him learn and use his mind and use his brain too, and just be smart out there when he's on the floor playing this game, man. There are plenty of spots for you to catch a breather, plenty of spots, and Coby is showing you that he can do it that way.
Yeah, I think Demar, whoever made that comment, I think is spot on there. Demar is playing 37 minutes a game, up from 36 last year. And he's played all but 2 games this year. He has had a much lower usage this year, so maybe the workload isn't quite there. But like with all these guys out, Billy has to put his best players on if they're going to compete every night. And they're trying to compete every night. Yeah. They're trying to get back from the hole that they dug themselves out of. So, I mean, Demar definitely, the minutes and the workload is more of a concern to me. But at a certain point, like once these guys get healthy, I do not expect either of those guys to be in the 40s every night. I mean, Demar, 37 tonight, but 42 last game, 40, 41, 40, 37. Yeah. His last 5 games prior to that. That's a lot of minutes for a guy who means so much to the Bulls, but is also, in his age 35 season.
Oh, I thought he was 85. You told me 85. Really.
I said 84.
Okay, 84. Excuse me.
Tyrone Stevens asked an interesting comment in the comments. Question in the comments. Do you guys think that Coby, Pat, Ayo, and Julian would be the young core that we could add to?
Do you think
looking forward
could be the young? Okay, go ahead.
And wanting to see those young guys get more opportunities, and not just Coby, but seeing more minutes from those guys.
Yeah.
I was actually having a conversation similar to this with our guy Cody from CHGO Cubs earlier today.
Flex.
And he and I were talking about it, and how I feel is this group of younger guys all have potential to be incredible role players on a good team. And to Kobe's extent, even a great secondary star on a legitimately good team. They still need the superstar. None of the guys here are the superstar. And I'm not trying to sell Coby short or say I don't believe in Coby, but I will say I do not believe in superstar, best player on a team in the top 3 seeds level for Coby White. I don't quite see that for as much as I love what I'm seeing from Coby. I like all of those young guys that you rattled off as guys to keep around who can turn into solid role players.
I think part of it is...
But they don't build a team. A superstar builds a team.
He says young core we could add to, which I think is the correct terminology.
That's what I was about to say.
Add a superstar to.
Not young core.
Correct.
Not young core
Not
we
just
can
run
build
with that.
around
Correct.
necessarily, but
that's exactly what I was about to say.
You got some pieces there that are good pieces.
That's
but
exactly what I
I'll
was
say
about to
this
say.
kind of in defense of the way that the team is currently being built, which is that, like, okay, maybe these guys are fixtures of the future, but if you don't view them as superstar A1 caliber options that are going to lead you to a championship, then you kind of need to have a guy who can be the number 1 option on that team to help support them and develop them as they get older here. So I do think in that sense, like having Demar and Vooch around has really helped Coby. It's helped Julian. None of these guys are overburdened or overtasked. You're able to slowly give Coby more and more responsibility, more and more usage as these games go on. And I think that's been really beneficial to their growth. So I think that's a real reason why AK and the front office want to have Demar and Vooch around to help support those guys. But I think the question there is, okay, well, if Demar's 34 years old and he's a free agent and you've got to figure out what you want to do with him longer term, and Vooch is signed for this year and 2 more, and he's 32, like if you don't at some point figure out the way to get that next star that can be the number 1 guy, to put those guys kind of in their place, and I don't say that disrespectfully at all, like it just becomes harder and harder to find that guy the longer you put it off.
And I feel like most everyone would be in agreement, Bulls fans or otherwise, to say none of those guys that are here right now are the guy.
Right.
None of them.
And so what do you have to
Zach,
do? You have
it's
to
not Demar.
find...
We already saw the apex of Demar 2 seasons ago, and we'll never see that again. They have to find that player somewhere else. And people in the comments saying, that you're not going to find it in free agency because those superstar level of players never pick Chicago.
And you're also probably not going to find it in the draft when you have Demar and Vooch around, and that keeps you drafting around 10 or 12 or whatever.
So how do you find it? With a trade. Oh, wait, we don't do that.
Yeah. So you have to figure out the other ways to do that. And I mean that, just requires you to start building in some direction somehow. And they just haven't done that yet.
Yeah. I'll say this. Add to, that's kind of where I was going with that. Thanks for saying that, Joey. But I'll say this about Coby. Coby has earned the right to be given a benefit of a doubt and not just be, you can't be this person.
100%.
Coby has earned that. If Coby has earned the right to be like, maybe you can be the man on his team. I've heard Coby since he's gotten here be told everything that he can't be. Everything. You're a bench player. You're just a shooter. You can't be a point guard. You can't be a starter. He's been told all this. You can't be a dude who averages 20. Like all this, and again, it reminds me of your boy Jimmy Butler. It's the same thing for me, like setting all these hurdles up, and I'm just watching him leap over that shit constantly at a younger age. Because obviously Jimmy, took more time because Derek was there. But Coby has earned the right to have this benefit of the doubt to allow himself, maybe you can be the man. Maybe you can be the dude that carries this team. Because everything that you've been told that you can't do, I'm watching him do it. And not just do it, but surpass it and destroy it. So maybe he can be the leader. Because obviously the guys want to follow behind him. They love Coby White. So obviously they want to get behind him and, see if he can be that guy. But I'm not going to put it past him that he can be the dude who is the leader of this team that could lead this team somewhere to some success. I'm just not going to doubt it. I'm just not going to put that out there for him, man. He's proven it all wrong like over the years, man, and he's earned that benefit of the doubt. So I can't just say that about Coby. I do agree with the other guys as far as role players. They feel like role players, you know what I mean, to me. Hopefully, maybe they can grow like Julian Phillips and those guys. Maybe they can grow into
Julian Phillips
else.
is going to be the best player in the NBA.
Yes, I'm not going to argue this. But maybe they could get into that. It feels like Ayo already knows his role and what he wants to be. And again, Ayo had another awesome game tonight too. But I feel like Coby could be that dude who stands out. Like we're talking about putting him in just the All-Star weekend just to be there for the weekend. Maybe the conversation shifts to, man, maybe this dude can be the All-Star for your team. Maybe this dude can lead your team to some victories out here. We're talking about giving him the ball and giving him the keys now. Like, go ahead, be the man. It also definitely, like you said, hinges on Demar and Vooch, and obviously they build it around them. They want them to learn from those guys. I guess the question is, when do you hand the keys to the young fellas? When do you say, Demar, thank you, Vooch, thank you? They're ready. When do you toss them the keys? That's the question.
Last season's trade deadline.
I do think you're right, and I don't want to like disregard the potential for Coby to be like the number one player in a championship team. I'm not going to like say that's impossible, but even if he does become that, you need to have the right supporting cast around him. And I think that question still remains, which is like, how do you find the second best player on a championship team? Mm-hmm. And at a certain point, it just becomes really tough to do that if you're not picking any direction to go find that.
Yeah.
And I think like we've talked a lot about the Bulls picking a lane. Like they're in the lane that they've chosen. I don't know. A lot of people are always like, they need to decide what they're going to be. They have chosen what they're going to be.
Yeah.
The question is like, how do you get something? How do you add to your team long-term if this is the lane that you're in? Because they don't seem willing to move out of that.
We will not accept mediocrity. Also, we are choosing mediocrity. We've got to take our second ad break. Then we'll come back. We've still got Super Chats to get to. And, of course, we must award our Empire Goon of the Night.
You see the belt.
Hit that like button if you didn't do it during the first ad break. Please do it now. Do it for Joseph. He needs the thumbs. He won't put them in a jar on his desk.
Joseph Trolley.
He's just going to
No, I put them in a
digitally.
wooden chest, actually.
It's a wooden chest
like
now.
I'll show you.
Pirate treasure chest?
I could show you if you want to see after that.
I
kinda
really
wanna
do.
see.
I very much would like to see your wooden chest of thumbs.
Dude, if it's like thumbs poking out of this thing, I'm going to be like, I know thumbs in it, but I don't know, Joe. Your mind is something else sometimes, man. I am intrigued, though. I am intrigued.
We're about to be the subject of a true crime podcast.
Joey Spathis, 22-year-old.
He seemed like a nice, normal guy to all of his coworkers.
Hook 'em!
Yes, I create thumbs so I can
loud
put
verbal
their-
arguments
That's right.
with
That's
people
right.
who disrespected the Longhorns.
That's right. You don't need a thumb to do hook 'em. He's like, get it out of here. You don't need that. Give it a thumbs.
You know what Joey will never argue about, though?
Tell me.
The great deals you can get from Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Sure will not.
Are you in the market for a new vehicle?
Maybe.
If you are, we've got great news for you because our partner, Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Fox Lake, is starting their Ray Resolution with a Start Something New sales event. And, of course, you know what that means. You'll be able to shop incredible savings on every new vehicle in stock because they want to clear out and make room for the brand new 2024 models.
Ooh.
For a limited time, get up to $9,000 off.
How did that excite me?
New Jeep models with a dealer discount. And that's not all. Shop their last call on remaining 2023 Dodge Challenger and Charger models, including Hellcat, Scat Packs, and more. Dodge, the most powerful muscle car brand, So you don't want to miss out on their last call with over 20 Dodge muscle cars to choose from. At Ray CDJR, you'll always be able to shop one of Chicago's largest inventories and drive home with more money in your pocket than you'd expect, thanks to that raised price promise. We all know what that is, right? The price you see for the vehicle online on their website is the price you will pay when you go to the dealership and say, I would like to buy that car for that price.
That one.
You will never pay more.
Never.
You will, maybe, pay even less because they will do whatever they can and everything they can to find you even more savings when you head to the dealership. Ooh. Also, CHGO Bulls fans can get a free oil change when you mention CHGO at the service center or mention CHGO when you book online at raycdjr.com/service. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you got to check them out. Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They are the only team we recommend. Visit them today on Route 12 in Fox Lake. For more information, visit Ray CDJR in Fox Lake or raycdjr.com. Serving the community since 1963. Pow. Pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow. Dave.
Yes, Matthew.
You want to talk a little comment?
I kind of do.
You want to talk a little comment?
A little comment, though?
Yeah, I think I'm taking comment.
Help this man.
I am mad at whoever brought up Bill Simmons in our comments. It's getting easier, Dave, for businesses to switch to electric vehicles. It's something we can all get behind for the health of the planet and for the well-being of all of us who share it.
That is a fact, Matthew Peck. The electric grid is evolving to meet your cleaner energy needs as we move with confidence towards an electric tomorrow. Whether you have one delivery van, Lisa, or whether you have a whole fleet of shipping trucks, George, ComEd can help you guide yourself.
Help guide you.
No, I
Yeah, okay.
I got this, professional. I'm good to make the changes that make sense.
Yeah, I think I'm taking you guide.
So let me ask you, Dave, what should business owners do?
Well, that's a great question, Matthew Peck. Go to ComEd.com/clean is what you do to learn more about the resources, fleet rebates, and infrastructure incentives available to help businesses go electric. If you own a business, as Mac says,
Good for you.
don't wait. Start making your plans today to switch to electric vehicles. Good for business, good for the planet, good for all of us. Go to ComEd.com/clean.
Did you say ComEd.com/clean?
Actually, no, I said ComEd.com/clean.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, thank you very much. Go now. Right now. And see how going electric connects us to a better way of doing business and a better future for generations to come.
Ew.
Shout out, Baby Joey.
Shout out, Baby Joey. I see while we were doing our ad reads that the Coby love in the comments escalated to a point of comparing him to Devin Booker and Damian Lillard.
Oh.
Someone has compared him to Damian Lillard on this podcast before, and it led to
Laughter.
a bunch of good things. A prophecy of Bulls success, if you will.
Ooh.
How dare you use that word? Oh, my God. Yes! Oh, my
Wow, no.
It's even way weirder than I thought.
That is some real creepy shit,
It
Joe.
So
is
weird.
better
Wow.
and
It's weird.
creepier than I imagined.
Wow.
Wow, bro.
That is amazing. Joey, that's really
like-
amazing. Wait, go back. No. Go back.
It's like if Gollum had bat
Wow.
ears. Like, what?
What is that near his foot there?
And talons.
I don't know. See, I just found the picture and I added my face and the thumbs to it.
Okay, it's
So
still
I didn't. I don't want to take credit. Like I didn't draw this or anything.
Yeah,
but
that's still amazing.
Oh, my God.
this
that's
is
still
sort
amazing.
of yeah. So if
That's
you,
him, guys.
The video doesn't get-
Photoshop AI
let me just
generation.
drop the context for people that are confused. If the videos don't get enough likes after midnight, I become a goblin who has to go out and collect.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You got to be here where you
Yeah,
belong.
I'm-
You got to see.
Yeah, Alex in the comments is right.
Absentee.
There is a bit of a Gremlins vibe there.
Yeah.
Ryan just
After
said, "What
midnight."
the blue hell?" Niles, my thumbs, precious.
Well done, Joey.
Also, shout out to Adam and his girlfriend Charlotte, who
Okay.
Adam said in the comments is a new Bulls fan.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
Shout out.
And
Welcome.
now a CHGO fan. She's watching all right now while I'm out at putting league. Well, Charlotte, we apologize that one of the first things you saw was a creepy.
That's a tough entry.
Creepy Photoshop.
We usually don't do that.
Hoarding thumbs in a treasure chest.
Gotta say though, it's a good entrance into this show into who we really are. So
That's pretty on the nose.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate there.
Or
that was awesome.
On the thumbs.
On the
should I say.
thumbs or on the talent or whatever. Man, that was good stuff, Joe. That was good stuff. I enjoyed that.
Holy
very
Lord.
much. I enjoyed that so much.
Oh, God. Niles, I'm glad that my Gollum impression was up to your standards.
Give him no water after midnight.
Never feed. Never feed him after midnight. Do we want to do Super Chats first or Goon first?
Let's goon it because that was just some stuff.
Goon it up!
To beat a man, you gotta beat the man now. I'm the man.
Empire today. Goon of the night. 588-2300. Troll Joey.
Empire.
That wasn't bad.
Not bad at all. Not
You
bad
can
at
see
all,
the gears
man.
turning. He got the ball. You realize he needed to pump fake first.
He did go all in. He second guessed himself. He pump faked it.
I respect the commitment, though.
He did.
It was well done.
You go all in. All in, Joe. We're proud of you.
God.
That was awesome.
It's going to haunt my dreams tonight.
Oh, man. Troll Joey is all in your dreams. Oh, man. My God. Will the Go Gottlieb, sir. Bring us back. Let us know who is your
I need
goon.
to take a deep breath. My goon of the night, Dave, you're going to appreciate this because it's not who I think is going to win.
Okay.
But I'm giving this person goon of the night because they owned me. Because when I was watching the game, I said, my God, why are we running post-up plays for Andre Drummond in the second quarter? And then Andre Drummond dunked all over.
He did.
I don't remember if it was PJ Washington or Miles Bridges, but just
I think it was PJ.
committed some sort of homicide.
Yeah.
And Dave said, that's why.
No, that's not what I said. I said, suck it, Will. Because that's what happens every time everybody says, why does this happen? And then they do it. Suck it. I've done it to myself. I've done it to Matt. I've done it to Joey. And now Will.
I appreciated it, and I'm taking it. 10 points, 8 boards for Drummond, and 1 monster jam that put me in my place.
That was awesome, man. What a You know what? Give Matt a second to get himself together there. Joey, give me your goon of the night.
I'm going to go with Coby.
Oh.
Because 35 points and, where do we draw the line? Is this now expected of Coby? We're going to brush over this? He had 35 points tonight and 9 assists. I mean, that in of itself is that's goon behavior.
It's goon behavior. It's up there. Matthew Peck, sir, you in the stash. Who is your goon of the night?
I don't know if this is against the rules.
Oh, God.
But I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm not giving a goon of the night in a loving way at all tonight.
Okay.
Proud of Coby. Happy for Coby. Love Coby. Great game. He'll get his credit. He got his credit. Nobody else stood out tonight. So I'm not awarding a goon of the night.
Okay.
Abstain.
I'm not.
Abstain.
AK, you really want 30-some more games of this? Really? You're not the good kind of goon. You're the bad kind of goon. Do something. So I'm sick of this shit.
7 days, 2 hours, 36 minutes, 45 seconds till the trade deadline. I got a timer going.
Gottlieb. Thank you very much. Well, I'll let Joey do that. I'll give him a second to get that together right there. Go ahead, Joseph, right there. Thank you, Joseph Spath.
Young man works hard.
Troll Joey out there. Is that how you really run? Oh, man. That's something. All right.
Joey's goon of the night.
Good of the night, Joe.
No, it's missing the drum roll, too.
Oh, all the stuff that I like.
Cartoon character.
I don't know.
Goon of the night goes to Joey Spathis.
Hey,
Joey Spathis wins Goon of the night.
Victory lap.
This dude has been on it tonight. This dude has been out of his mind tonight. Listen, with the stories that he had me crying over there laughing about, sitting over there watching this game, to drawing up the troll, to putting his face on a troll right there, to making this runaround that he just did to get Mattis hat and to get it back. to singing as a troll.
Yeah.
As also like that. He's done it all, ladies and gentlemen. He has been on his goon behavior. Joey Spathis is goon of the night. Yes, you can put that on, Joe.
Yes.
Joey, the only one who can fit that, too.
You well.
Speech.
I'd like to, I saw some of the people saying that I should have voted for myself. I wasn't going to do that, but I was going to hold out hope. Dave was going to recognize me for my amazing goondom tonight. Thank you, George. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you to all the van people that drive the vans for them. And hook 'em and not roll tide.
Well done, Joseph Spathis.
Man.
We are proud of you over here, sir. We are proud of you.
Can I point out a coincidence?
Okay.
The last time you awarded Goon of the Night to someone in our crew, you awarded it to me.
I did.
For one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, which was just eating Taco Bell, drinking a few beers, and
well, it was one of the dumbest things I've seen done. So you deserve that. That is goon shit.
What did we do tonight? Did I order Taco Bell and get Joey some Taco Bell?
You did. So you're 2-0 with the Taco Bell. Taco. 2-0 with the Taco.
What did you say, Will? Taco Bell never disappoints?
Did I say that?
You said something about praising T-Bell while you were chowing down that crunch wrap.
I have praise for T-Bell.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that, but I believe it.
He's got love for T-Bell is what he's saying. He's got love for the bell.
He does.
Bring the bell. Joe, you got a bell over there?
I mean, all the sound effects. Got this.
Okay, we'll take that.
I think we can get
What? Was that one of those like birthday kazoos?
Yeah.
That was.
Party noisemaker is what that one is called.
Okay. Joe, let's do some super chats.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Matty Legend.
Maddie.
Shout out.
Matty Legend, by the way. Bulls
My guy.
win. Kobe, Io, Caruso, Tiny Drummond starting lineup. Caruso, Goon of the Night. No, sorry, it's actually me. For not letting us lose with 48 seconds left.
Man.
Now, Tiny Drummond, is this Terry Taylor?
I think that's Terry Taylor.
I think that's
Terry Taylor.
I think that's got to be Terry Taylor. Okay.
Unless Drummond got like a Penny and Little Penny commercial that I don't know about.
Shout out to those commercials. Those
Dude.
were awesome.
Some of y'all might be too young to remember those.
Yeah. Sorry. if you are.
AK, he's got
AK.
3 years. So he says Bulls played okay until 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Played excellent defense, low turnovers, and went to work. Third quarter continued to play inspired ball.
They did.
Even Vooch was trying on defense. Kobe balled out at home in North Carolina.
He's right about those turnovers. Their turnovers were really high in that first half, man. At one point,
they,
I believe
they
it was
corralled it in the
5-0.
second half. I think they had 7 in the first half and finished with 9.
Yeah.
But, you know, just like they did last night, gave up a bunch of points off turnovers. They lost that battle, points off turnovers tonight, 21-12.
Yeah.
Lost it last night, 30-14.
Yes.
All right. AK.
AK?
Javon Carter been putrid. What value does he provide?
Give somebody a rest. Gives guys a rest.
What would you say you do here?
Yeah, gives guys a rest and a breather, man. Hopefully he and Billy can get together. If time is the issue and being out there, then hopefully he and Billy can get together on that. But at the same time, I think the time might be limited because of the play.
Yeah.
You know, that could be a case too. But hopefully, you know, they find some meeting ground meeting ground, I should say. But yeah, man, they're going to need him if they're going to keep him. Hopefully he still works.
Yeah. I mean, at least he played 7 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a non-zero amount, and he did not,
And he scored.
positively affect the game tonight. As we mentioned, he was a -12. But it's still doing something.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing nothing.
That's true. Yes.
Like the guy who signed him.
AK, Sub-Zero is hard to stop as he throws unpredictable combos like Street Fighter.
Ooh.
Opponents are either frozen or are watching him play.
I'm just going to go Mortal Kombat because he's Sub-Zero, but I like the unpredictable
I feel like
combos
that might be
Street
what he
Fighter.
was going for.
No, I
still.
like that.
Yeah,
I
right.
liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I dug it.
Also, Street Fighter, great game.
Yo, amazing.
Great
Street
game.
Fighter 2?
Old arcade style.
Yeah. You tell me Street Fighter 2 is the
Dude.
greatest video game of all time, I won't argue you.
You know,
I just won't.
there are a few different arcade bars around Chicago that has Street Fighter 2.
There are. There definitely are. I've been to one of them and had a ball out there. They also had the old school Madden, which I was whooping my nephew ass on because I was just letting him know.
Nephew catching strays?
Oh, man, I just let him know your uncle
Catching
used to be a
Madden
beast.
strays?
Your uncle was a beast. And then he took me over to the newer video games and was whooping my ass over there. So yes.
Oh my goodness. What else we got, Joe?
Do you read this as Eli or Ellie?
I think I usually read it as Eli.
I say Eli.
So I think it's Ellie because I keep getting my name wrong. If you want to know, ask Vinny or Sean or her. Big White Sox fan, big CHGO White Sox fan. We appreciate that.
Shout out.
Appreciate you for always
Those are
being
our
around
guys.
here. No, he's actually planning a trip to America soon. Saw that
Yes, in
the
April.
chat the other day.
Yes.
Go.
He says, "Can I trade AK and Mark Eversley for a bag of chips?"
What kind of shit?
I don't know if there's a trading of a lot of NBA executives going on.
Yeah. I don't think that's a
Also,
thing.
but like, let us know. Spell it out phonetically if we're pronouncing it incorrectly. I always read that as Eli. It's the guy's name. Yeah, like hit us up when you come stateside for sure.
Yeah.
And shout out for supporting our CHGO White Sox crew.
For real.
And no, I don't think we can or will trade Acme.
Pronunciation.
On
is
the plus
difficult.
side, they won't trade anybody either. So
That's the plus.
And
that's great.
last but not least, from Zeke.
Zeke.
Did the Charlotte Hornets make the correct decision by drafting Brandon Miller, considering the current emphasis on size and shooting in the NBA?
Well, he fits the prototypical style of what an NBA player, what you want in an NBA player, with that
Yes.
size, with the shooting, with the ball handling, can do pretty much a little bit of everything in that Paul George kind of mode.
Want to
So-
say
didn't need a point
rookie
guard.
year is too soon to make that declaration. Whether it's like, did they get it right or should they have taken Scoot instead or anybody else from this rookie class? Too soon to tell. We did note in pregame that Brandon Miller, especially with the Hornets being shorthanded, has been given a larger role recently and has been doing some solid things with it.
He looks solid out there, though,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
he looks better. He looked better than school.
I don't really think there's an argument to be made for a realistic person that would have maybe gone. Like, it was really only Scoot, and I don't think
It was
there's any
Scoot.
Well,
argument.
it was
Scoot. I would
Brandon
say-
Miller and Scoot,
Right, but I don't
like flipping back and forth
Yeah.
up until draft night.
And I think, like, you look at who the best rookies have been. Wemby's been great. Chet obviously wasn't in this class. And
Sure.
then, like, Lively's been really good, and Jaquez has been really good, but they
I
weren't going
think
to.
29 other teams would have probably taken Scoot. I would have taken Scoot. And I think
I would have taken Scoot.
even if Brandon Miller ends up being a better player, like the process-wise, probably still leans towards taking Scoot. So I don't know. I think Brandon Miller's a much better player this season, but longer
Playing
term,
well.
I've still got my money on Scoot.
Okay. All right. Miller's playing well, though, man. Very
He is,
well.
for sure.
AK threw us one last second super chat saying, Dave, I had thumb blisters from Street Fighter combos. Ryu versus Ken.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually
that's-
think I
that's the
saw that
classic.
in my
Yeah.
in my chest. There was one thumb that was all like mangled up, so I figured that was from you, AK.
Speaking of which, I believe I saw George Sr. in the comments a minute ago, Joe, asking for a copy of that graphic. So,
Absolutely not.
hey, man, that's your father. You show him some respect.
Show that man respect, sir. Shout out, Lisa.
That's it. We're out of time for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. As always, we appreciate it. Grab yourself that Sub-Zero tee in the
Yes.
CHGO merch locker
Yes.
in celebration of Kobe's awesome 35-point night tonight.
Yes.
Follow Will for all of his Bulls updates, Will_Gottlieb. Read everything he writes, allchgo.com. Sign up to be a diehard so you get his great elite level stuff that's behind that diehard paywall, including the great write-up he had about the salary cap implications just the other day. Big Dave is at Balby at WL Sports on Bulls_Peck. Our gremlin producer is at Joey Graphic. Joey Spathis.
So graphic works, too.
We are CHGO_Bulls. Bulls are off until Saturday. Tomorrow, HQ?
HQ tomorrow.
HQ
Marquez.
with Will and our guy Marquez, 5:30 Central. And then off Friday, Bulls are off Friday. We'll be back Saturday for Bulls Kings. Last second shout out and super chat from the Duke. Appreciate you, Duke.
Dude.
Joey is Go Bloon of the night. Joey, I wouldn't put your mouth on that. I'm sick of Bulls being mid,
Joey-
but it's not going to change.
Dude, I see what you did.
Because I kissed the thing. I kissed
I'm
the
talking
belt.
about his photo. Brilliant what you did. Brilliant. I see what you did.
Death tax is my wife's disappointment in my body, and the Bulls being mid. Some things never change. Wow.
I'll give you a hint, Joe. It's a musician.
Duke Armstrong.
It's Duke Ellington.
Ellington.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I meant Louis Armstrong.
You mashing up Duke Ellington and Louis Armstrong?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Man.
Exactly what happened.
You'll get him next time, Joe.
Whatever. I'm the goon of the night. I'm the goon of the night.
Joey is
In your face.
the goon of the night with a side option on Gremlin of the night.
Oh, man.
That's it. Hit the like button, subscribe, tune into Bulls HQ tomorrow, and we will see you also for Bulls Kings Saturday. For the crew, Pack saying much love and appreciation. Bulls Nation, see red, be good.
Peace.
Love you, man.
We all silly like the mayor.